let's talk about why I'm able to talk about sales automation, right? And I think that it is what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's just important for those people who are like, Hector, why the hell are you guys, why are you talking about this? Like, I don't know, what gives you the right to kind of talk about this, right? And so I'll share with you that for the first 7 or 8 years of my career, I devoted myself to learning how to build and grow a sales organization. And so I was very early on in my career, all through college, I was selling stuff myself. I was like an individual, old school, like salesperson. I was go and travel to sales appointments, and then eventually I became a sales manager and a sales trainer. And I was just going back and looking at just some pictures and stuff. Yes, that was me. But here is me with in February 2nd, 2015, with 2 executives after winning the national championship for the #1 organization, sales organization. That was me with my family, and that company actually even bought me a Rolex at the end of the year, for all of the sales that we had brought in for that particular organization. And so the reason I say that is that I was on a mission and an absolute hunt to figure out how do I get as many sales for my organization. And I'll share with you some of the best advice that I got when I was starting out my career. And I was really struggling. Now, before I had all that success, and we ended up doing over $5 million in revenue from 2013 to 2017 or 2016. Like you saw that year in 2014, we were the #1 organization in the country, and we did all these cool things. But before that, I was really, like, when I first started, I was struggling, and I was really trying to figure out, how do I build up enough sales momentum? How do I build up enough sales, frankly, to be profitable, to stay in business, to stay open? I was not running an internet business. I was not running a lean startup. I had a sales organization where I was paying out commissions to all these people, and I had dozens of employees, and over it was a very expensive, costly operation. And I remember just trying to figure out, like, was I going to be able to pay rent, like for my office? My office rent was $2,400, and I had about 5 or 6 employees at the time. I had a bunch of salespeople that I needed to pay commissions to. So every month, I probably had about close to $10,000 to $15,000 in expenses that I had to make before I could even pay myself. And so it was this constant, never-ending search to just find new ways to generate sales, new ways to generate sales, new ways to generate sales. And it was great because I didn't necessarily have to focus on fulfillment, or I didn't have to focus on these services at the time. It was really just, I was able to focus on sales. And so point is, right, and when I really went on that hunt and on that mission, I learned that the way to do, the way to create more sales was to create more opportunities. Back to when I was struggling, I remember going to my mentor. I went to my manager at the time, and I was like, hey, I need help. I need to figure out, how do I get my clients to pay me more? How do I get my clients to stick around longer? How do I get my clients to be worth more? Like, how do I charge more for all of this stuff? And what he said was really kind of profound. And he just said, Hector, you just need more shots at the basket, right? You're not giving yourself enough attempts to get better. You're not giving yourself enough shots to improve. And so what I learned from, after that point, I went on a mission to grow the largest sales organization. So after that time, I recruited and trained over 2,000 salespeople directly onto my team right over the course of the next 3 years. I mentioned at the largest time, I had over 100 people directly reporting to me. At the largest, my expenses for the year exceeded $200,000 in expenses going out the door, right? I spent over $20,000 in direct mail, literally sending letters in the mail to people. 1 year, over 1 year, over the course of my whole career, probably close to $50,000 in direct mail. And I just say all of this because as I got into the internet space and as I, decided to shut down that sales business and take my talents into the internet marketing space, I started to realize that there was so much more opportunity with the internet. There was so much more opportunity to utilize and leverage tools and softwares so that I didn't have to pay all of those salespeople. So I didn't have to hire all those people. And so the reason I share this is that I have now been on a mission to combine those old school sales philosophies, those old school sales strategies that worked and helped to build a massive sales organization, and to be able to replicate them through automation, to be able to replicate them through your softwares, through your website, through your chatbots, through all these different things. And so that has been my mission now, is to help you guys learn not only why it's valuable for you, what it consists of, but then also to show you, how simple it can be to go ahead and set that up for yourself. So